When we heard that there was an injection that helped suppress your appetite, we thought this is perfect for Weight Loss Wednesday. Then we found out that it really worked and it was FDA approved. But as you'll see, there was one catch. Here was our story. Ramsey Hare says she was always the overweight child, then the heavy girl in high school, college, and nursing school. By her 20s, her weight surged to 380 pounds. But at 30, a birthday trip to the beach changed everything.
And I came back and I looked at the pictures and I was devastated. I had no idea that I looked like that.
She could no longer deal with the emotional pain.
Traveling on an airplane, having to ask for a seatbelt extender, and just little things like that, that emotionally was traumatizing.
So 10 years ago, she turned to the surgical specialist of Louisiana for bariatric surgery called the sleeve. With her post-surgical stomach smaller, which also puts those dysregulated hunger hormones more in balance, Ramsey got down to the 150s in 15 months.
I've not ever been hungry since surgery.
That's so liberating.
It was amazing.
The weight stayed off for a decade. At 40, she became a newlywed and wanted to become a mom. But a year and a half of fertility treatments, injections of hormones, along with steroids, reversed a lot of the gains she had made in maintaining her weight loss.
In the first probably 6 months, I was up already 40 pounds. And I was terrified. None of my clothes fit. My scrubs didn't fit for work. It brought back so many painful, depression memories and just the anxiety. And you're gonna hear it click initially for the needle puncture.
But all those painful emotions went away fast.
A wonder drug is new to the market. And so I was like, sign me up.
With the FDA approval of Wegovy.
It's simple, it's painless, and it was a miracle. In 3 weeks, I lost 18 pounds, and by 3 months, I had lost 38 pounds. And so by 6 months, I had lost almost all of it. I was up to 47 pounds.
For several years, Ozempic has been on the market to treat type 2 diabetes. It improves the way the body handles excesses of the hormone insulin. A side effect was that patients lost 15% of their body weight. So last year, it was reformulated and approved for weight loss for patients who are not diabetics under the name Wegovy.
But this drug is not a stimulant. It simply makes you feel full. We know that it affects your brain. It mimics a hormone that affects the satiety centers in your brain.
Bariatric surgeon Dr. Matthew French of Surgical Specialists of Louisiana says about 20 of the clinic's patients have used Wegovy.
And they say that they just don't get hungry. They don't want the food. They don't have the cravings. And that's a powerful tool for losing weight.
And I wasn't hungry, which was great. The best thing about this drug is it made alcohol taste horrible.
Any more weight loss?
But after 6 months, Ramsey's no longer on Wegovy. Her cost-saving coupon ran out. Most Louisiana insurance companies don't pay for weight loss medication like hers. Despite the long-term cost savings when people maintain ideal weight, companies don't include it in their coverage. The other problem is the drug is in high demand and it can be difficult to get. And so if insurance would cover it, you'd have a lot more patients on it?
Definitely. Now, it doesn't take the place of surgery. Surgery is still about twice as effective as this medication for weight loss. But compared to diet and exercise alone, it's a no-brainer, complete game changer.
Wegovy is for people very overweight or obese. LSU Health exercise and obesity expert Dr. Melinda Southern says too much insulin in the blood causes fat storage in the belly. So people who don't have a metabolic health problem and those who don't qualify for this drug can get the same effect on controlling their insulin metabolism the old-fashioned way. One is eating a Mediterranean diet.
The reason why insulin is secreted is because you've injected either sugar or some kind of starchy carb that triggers it. So it's not just calories in and calories out, it's the quality of your diet.
The other, of course, is exercise.
Interestingly, exercise, especially a combination of strength training and moderate aerobic exercise, will do the same thing, but it does it through the muscle action. It helps the muscles use the insulin more effectively.
Melissa, can we talk about the
Ramsey does not exercise, but knows that while Wegovy helped her through the hardest part, she'll have to exercise to maintain her weight without the injections. And yes, she knows that includes cutting the sugary carbs.
if I can get through Mardi Gras, you know, I only had one piece of king cake, only one, and I didn't even eat the whole thing.
For Weight Loss Wednesday, I'm Meg Farris. So as you can see, a lot of insurance companies aren't paying for it, and people really wanted Wegovy. And then a few months later, the doctors called and said they had a solution to that. Here's our second story on Wegovy. It was February when Ramsey Hare told us on her 30th birthday her weight had surged to 380 pounds. She could no longer deal with the emotional pain.
Traveling on an airplane, having to ask for a seatbelt extender, and just little things like that emotionally was traumatizing.
Bariatric surgery to make her stomach smaller and regulate her hormones helped her get down to 150 pounds. But a decade later, steroid and fertility hormone injections caused the pounds to start coming back fast.
And I was terrified. None of my clothes fit. My scrubs didn't fit for work. It brought back so many painful, depression memories and just the anxiety. And you're gonna hear it click initially for the needle puncture.
Then she heard about a new FDA-approved once-a-week injection called Wegovy.
It's simple, it's painless, and it was a miracle. In 3 weeks, I lost 18 pounds. And by 3 months, I had lost 38 pounds. And so by 6 months, I had lost almost all of it. I was up to 47 pounds.
The medication helps to suppress your appetite, those cravings, by regulating the hormone insulin. But after we told Ramsey's story on Weight Loss Wednesday, calls for the treatment poured in to doctors at the Surgical Specialists of Louisiana. With insurance, the once-a-week injections are only $25 a month. But many new patients got denials from their insurance companies and could not afford the $1,500 to $1,700 monthly price tag.
Oh, they were very upset, very upset. We did have few that did get covered, but they had more not covered than covered.
Basically, this can be an injection.
So the doctors decided to do something about it. They found a compounding pharmacy that could custom make semaglutide, that's the generic medication, for a fraction of the cost, $250 a month.
They're so excited and grateful that this is an opportunity that they have. This medication truly is different than the other ones I've used in the past. There still needs to be diet changes, but this is something that's changing the game. People have significantly less of an appetite, and they're keeping the weight off.
Here at the clinic, they do both surgical and medical weight loss using a variety of medications. But since this injection came on the market about a month ago at this lower price, they have increased their medical patients 3 to 5-fold.
We just saw a patient today that lost 7 pounds in 1 month. It was her first month on the medication, and she's down 7 pounds already.
One of the side effects of Wegovy has been mild nausea. But with this semaglutide compound, vitamin B12 is added and is helping to reduce that side effect.
We don't get the phone call saying, I'm nauseated, I need Zofran. With other medications, we would have to prescribe Zofran at the same time. This medication, we have not had to do so.
And as patients lose weight, they also lose the long list of chronic and often dangerous other health conditions that come with it.
We have a lot of patients that are able to stop taking medicine after taking this, and it's not simply losing weight, it's truly a metabolic process.
And the doctors say this medication works better than the daily pills they've prescribed in the past, pills that can cause jitters, anxiety, and sleepless nights. So now patients can lose weight, like Ramsey, without major losses to their bank accounts. For Weight Loss Wednesday, I'm Meg Farris. So after that story aired, we got emails and calls from all over the U.S., not only from patients who wanted to lose weight, but from doctors who wanted to know where they could get that compounded version of the drug. And we've been helping people still, months later, find out where they can get it.